In order to solve coding problems, we need to learn these data structures and these algorithms. It doesn't look that bad, does it? Here's the big secret. There are a lot more data structures than this, and a lot more algorithms than this. But just like when you learn a new language, you don't read through the dictionary and learn every single word in that dictionary and that language. Instead, you focus on being able to communicate with others. You only focus on things that are being used most of the time. And when it comes to data structures and algorithms, these are what you're going to get asked on in interviews because these are the ones that get used the most. And 90% of the time to solve a really complex problem, you're only using these things. Doesn't look that bad, does it? All you need is the baseline skills. And companies just want to know that you've prepared for the interview and can succeed within their system. A lot of people complain about coding interviews or whiteboard interviews and how useless they are because they never use some of these algorithms or data structure in their day-to-day job. But they're just a way to weed out people that aren't willing to work hard. Look at this as an advantage. Not many people work on their interview questions. You're going to work harder than 99% of the people out there because you know that getting a good job will have a big impact on your life. And I mean, that's why you're taking the course. And as you see here, the good news is that it's not as hard as you think. You just have to put your time and effort into the right things. As long as we learn our right data structures, when and why to use them, how to implement them, how to solve problems with them, and same with algorithms. And we combine it with our cheat sheet that I'll create for you, when we compare our code that is readable, that is memory efficient, and time efficient using Big O. Between these two, that's all interviews are. That's all coding interviews ask for. If we go back to our outline of the course, we're now getting into the technical interview section. And when I click over here, it's going to look overwhelming at first. And we're going to go over this diagram so it all makes sense. We're going to talk about different data structures that we have. Let's zoom in a bit here. You can see we're going to talk about arrays, trees, stacks, and graphs, and a lot more. We're going to talk about the big O of each one of these data structures. We're going to talk about different algorithms, when to use what. And like I said, this is going to look overwhelming at first, but we're going to go through this step by step so that at the end, all of this makes sense to you. We're also going to use the cheat sheet right over here to help us solve these coding problems. Now, in this cheat sheet, we've already covered the 3 pillars of good code. We already talked about what skills the interviewer is looking for, but we haven't talked about this part. So let's start with this section in the next video.